Hiya, my name's Andy and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm jumping into episode 5 of season 2 of Sense8, which is crazy because that's almost halfway through the season. It's funny as well because I've spent quite a few episodes now fully grasping, or pretty much fully grasping what's going on, and we're starting to lean back into the I don't know what's happening situations. I mean, I do know what's happening, but like there's so much happening with each character that I'm trying to keep track of. It's a lot. It feels like it's getting quite confusing again because we're being introduced to new Sense8s that are outside of their cluster and there's a lot of stuff going on. So I think I would just like to jump into this and find out what happens next. But yeah, before I do, just a quick reminder that if you want to check out the full-length reaction, you can find the link to my Patreon in the description below. Over there you'll get early access to edited and full-length reactions, so if that's something that interests you, go check it out. Otherwise, let's jump into this. This is Sense8, Season 2, Episode 5. She's on the boat.
Jonas is dead.
What do we do now?
Yes? We need your help.
We want to fight.
Just as Van Damme would. We want you to run for office.
Did Jella put you up to this?
This is not a prank. We believe that with your help, we can effect some real meaningful change here.
Are you from Kibera? I think you should leave before my mother returns.
Just give our proposal some thought.
I'm not a politician.
We're not looking for a politician. We're looking for a leader.
Already? Gosh, she needs to be careful, doesn't she? Oh, is this her guy? The fighting guy? The guy that was teaching her? Yes.
Try this out.
Tastes good.
I've added a little bit of saffron and some black spiders.
So good.
You want to talk about it?
I would, but there's nothing to talk about. Everything's perfect. My house, my job, my husband.
Your bodyguard.
A very small price to pay for all of this good fortune.
Angels! I bring glad tidings.
Oh God.
I have the solution to your problem.
Oh, which one?
The cops are never gonna leave us alone.
True. As long as you're alive, but they'd stop pretty quick if you were dead, wouldn't they? I'm talking E-Death.
But E-Death is just a rumor.
It's real.
What's E-Death?
Supposedly something cooked up by the NSA and CIA.
It's a redaction protocol. They use it when someone's been renditioned or black-sided and they want zero accountability. They erase warrants.
If you can do this, why haven't you?
I didn't say I could do it, but I just reached out to the guy that can.
What guy?
Not just any guy. The guy.
Okay, can we stop with the whole pregnant pausey thing?
I was just thinking that.
Few children in the world ever smiled as easily as my daughter did.
What happened to that girl?
Do you remember the doll you wanted so badly on your birthday? It had red hair.
I know.
There was this huge pile of presents on the table, but none of that mattered. You had those X-ray vision, you went straight to it, and that was it. Party over.
I love that doll.
As adults, we learn to carefully open all the rest of the presents, but our heart always knows the truth.
But what if the truth is something that can cause people to feel hurt?
Ooh, he's going in. Go on, you can do it.
Turn it up.
Your sister has murdered 3 more people. Do you care to comment?
I just wish people could know my sister the way I know her. It's very hard to connect. These.
Oh, I really hope you know her even better very shortly.
If your big sister's listening, what would you like to say to her? Please, do the right thing.
Right.
Before anyone else gets hurt.
Sorry.
If you didn't, I would have. Let's get you back where you belong.
I would like to speak with the journalist, Miss Zakia Salachi.
The one and only Kung Fu King of Kibera.
Vanquish of crime law.
Though I'll be honest, that speech of yours sounded suspiciously like Zakia herself.
Yeah, come on, Van Damme.
Zakia invented you, didn't she?
Invented me.
She may have come up with the story, but there's no way she came up with that jacket.
I don't know you, and I'm sorry if you have a problem with me.
It's not us who have the problem. If you're interested in Zakia Salachi.
Why?
When Zakia was studying in London, the story broke out that she preferred lunchboxes to baguettes.
I'm sorry.
She likes girls. You've got no chance, bro.
Okay.
Miss Zakia is in meetings all day and cannot be disturbed. I'm sorry.
Have they considered that it might be them, not their dicks? That was a very odd thing, though. If she was in meetings all day, I mean. Like, was she in meetings all day?
Tell me you have a war plan.
I have no plan. I have an enemy, and I won't stop until he's dead. Or I am.
Good morning, Will.
Oh, fuck off.
I love watching a woman wake, the glimpse of her innocence.
Oh, that's not at all creepy.
Is he you?
True beauty is in that moment of vulnerability. Thanks to you, I have the most secure position I've ever had in the organization.
Then what do you want?
I was hoping we could be honest with each other.
Really?
I guess it's safe to say you're in London.
When I did my PhD in medicine, I came here for the first time. I don't expect you to understand me or my work.
Another misunderstood psychopath.
I'm trying to engineer a future with a species that is more violent than any species in the history of this planet.
You saved your fucking justifications. You murdered an innocent girl. I know you killed Sarah Patrol.
Who?
Oh, what a fucking asshole.
Angelica did. She saw our work as the key to the future for both our species. She believed in what we were doing as much as I did.
Then why didn't she put a gun in her mouth and blow her brains out?
People who bear the full weight of the truth sometimes break, Will. Angelica broke. You watched it happen to your father, though he chose booze instead of a bullet.
That's low. So what is his plan? What is this grand plan he's got then? He's talking about building a future that would be for both.
Do you understand the kind of the future world these terrorists hope to build with their bombs?
It's not for me to speak for them.
Somebody should, because they themselves obviously can't speak any other language besides violence.
Maybe that was the language that was taught to them.
Don't tell me you are one of those liberals.
No. I'm one of those silly people who believe that if you kill someone, you should be tried for it.
You don't know how to go to the best.
One sec. Hold on. As a government insider, tell me, since the British left, the structure of power, the distribution of wealth, these things remain almost identical. And sometimes I ask myself, why? Maybe a man as smart as you can finally answer this question for me.
You know, I think I'll have a bit more dal myself.
Yes, darling.
Not everyone is born to be a great leader, just as not everyone is born to be a cook.
Wow.
Okay, I see. Spending a lifetime in the kitchen learning how to cook was my destiny, just as inheriting a fortune was yours.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at the time. The conversation has been so stimulating that the evening has just flown by. Love these family dinners.
Best part of the week.
Best part of the week. Oh, they got the apartment.
An all expenses paid trip to Sao Paulo.
Is that movie offer? As the Grand Master of the Sao Paulo Gay Pride Parade.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
What? Last year they had over 5 million people.
Are you serious?
It sounds so fun.
Embrace it.
I'm trapped here not because of what I did, but because of who I am.
I get that Leo's in a very unique role and that he's like a big movie star and stuff, but I just feel like if he, you know, he's not the first person to go through that, surely. Well, I say surely. He's obviously not the first person to go through that, so I just feel like he might get a lot out of... Oh, it's Leo. Hello.
What the f***?
It's Lido.
You know Lido Rodriguez?
He's in my cluster.
He's one of the voices in your head. The bug does not do fanboy, but if you want it, you can tell me. Nice work.
Really?
Oh!
She's sitting right there.
Holy shit. Pardon? Eso inmenso honor, Señor Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Ah, the light of my life. You remember Ajay?
Of course.
Ajay's laying out the plans for the new tower.
I don't know what the deal is with him, but there's something. You've seen him too many times now.
I'm finding a lot of inconsistencies between our drug samples and the quality reports, and I'm very confused by some of the data from the Controller General.
I wouldn't really stress out about it. These reports are mostly done for the sake of appearances. What matters is that we ship on time, Kala.
That seems dodgy.
You said we were meeting your guy here?
Not my guy, the guy.
Well, where is he?
Yeah, voila.
Hello.
Hello, Nani Marks. We've had our eyes on you. You're Homo Sensorium.
You know about us?
Anyone that's interested in the truth knows about Homo Sensorium and those 3 unpleasant letters.
BPO. Who are they?
They have more money and more autonomy than any other group we've come across. But ultimately, all that power testifies to one thing: how afraid they are of people like you. Right now, all we can offer you is a little invisibility. If you accept this offer, there may come a day when we ask something of you.
Anybody home?
It's gonna be the girl, isn't it? Leela?
Pretty, isn't it?
Where's Fox?
Playing hard to get?
I'm not interested in playing at all.
You might not want to admit it, but we need each other.
You're wrong. I don't need anyone.
He just seems really pushy and a more naked Danny.
Seoul Metropolitan Police. I was hoping to talk to you about Sunba.
Oh.
I hope to keep her alive.
Oh.
Do you? I fought her once, but she used a different name.
Her father did not approve of women fighting.
I was stupid like him too. And she kicked my ass. Many people have made up their mind about Miss Park. Do you think she has done all the things that she has been accused of? Just between the two of us, something stinks in the story of her escape. And the guards, they were not from their prison, they came from Seoul. Miss Park, I think, could use a friend.
I want to trust him.
How long will it take?
I don't know. I never redacted anyone before.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
What?
I alarmed the police reports on you and they're gone.
It's official.
So it's literally wiped every record of her. Ooh, a bartender.
I've been hoping you would come back so I could say thank you. I got home that night and I proposed to my boyfriend. But I know I would have never been brave enough to do it without that kiss.
Courage. It is contagious.
Do it.
He's right. Nothing changes if we keep playing it safe. Hiding in holes. Whispers has turned me into a fugitive. He's got me acting like one and thinking like one. The fugitive runs because he's alone. The cop knows he's not. It's something I've been missing. It's the scale of this fight. Why does BPO have so many resources? It has to be because there is a lot more of us out there than we thought. We need
to find them.
Oh, that's interesting. How the hell do you find them, though?
We risk so much to get you free, Riley. Seems very dangerous to me. Vincent offered us protection.
Are we really gonna put our lives in the hands of someone like Vincent?
What do you mean, someone like Vincent?
Someone who doesn't like his movies. Well, I mean, tasty movies says a lot about someone.
You can't win a fight protecting yourself.
If you're always defending.
A coded media alert can make it almost impossible for cops to respond fast enough.
Not just the plan. What do you think about the risk itself?
Your life is either defined by the system or by the way you defy the system.
Fear never fixed anything.
Okay, yeah, this is very brave.
I need to say something I should have said a year ago. I wasted a lot of my life with my eyes looking down. Tonight, I want everyone in this room to know that I see you, I believe in you, and I know that there's nothing we can't do.
I've got goosebumps. Oh god.
This was careless, Will. No. This was amazing. See you soon, Mel.
Okay, so I got a little bit confused. Yeah, it was just a bit at the end that completely lost me, I think. When they were all stood there trying to decide whether to kind of step out of the shadows. I don't know, I think that's the right wording, but you know what I mean? When they were they were deciding to be brave and they kind of went round each of them. I kind of, was that Leto trying to decide, or maybe it was several things. Maybe it was Leto trying to decide whether to go to the Pride thing. And it was everybody else kind of deciding to step out of the shadows, and Riley deciding to do that gig and to look for more Sense8s. which I guess she found one then, didn't she, during that gig? And I imagine that she could probably find more that way, but it just seems a really fucking risky way of doing it. Because surely Whispers could have, if he knew where she was. I mean, I suppose they tried to arrest her, didn't they? So that was what that was. Like, Whispers was trying to arrest her. So did she take one of those pills then? One of those black pills to stop? I don't know. I'm very confused. Maybe it is literally just simply she wanted to do a gig, she thought fuck it, and Will knew to kind of not look at her so that if Whispers showed up, I don't know. Again, that may be something I pick up on edits, but that did confuse me a little bit at the end. It was very cool, I just was quite confused. But yeah, with kind of working our way backwards then from that, the Wolfgang thing, when I said that I didn't like the woman, I think her name was Leela. Leela? Yeah, I think it's Leela. And that she reminded me of a naked Danny. I meant, like, when I first met Danny, I didn't like Danny because she was really pushy with Leto. And obviously I do like Danny now, so maybe that will happen with her, I don't know. But she's just being really, again, pushy. And I'm not really sure what's going on there with that whole situation. It's obviously something to do with the Berlin thing. And I know that the guy that gave Felix the club is a big deal. And she's helping him. But she's helping him because it keeps her safe, I guess. But yeah, I'm not really sure what Wolfgang's doing at the moment. Maybe he's not doing anything. And I'm just looking for things that aren't there. But yeah. Carla's stuff is getting quite interesting. Obviously her parents, or her dad and her father-in-law are arguing about all that stuff, which is making things difficult. But Rajan seems like he's hiding something about the company. Like, maybe it's not quite as above board as we think, or maybe it's all above board, but it's like it's cutting corners with stuff that it shouldn't be cutting corners with, which that's not going to sit very well with Carla. I loved her talk with her dad though. He's lovely. Then we had the bit with Whispers talking to Will in London and saying about Angelica being on board and some big plan. Again, I didn't really understand what he was talking about there. Maybe that's, I'm not supposed to understand yet. Because the way he made it sound was like he's looking to build a future which would benefit both Sapiens and Sensoriums. But how does and he's a Sensorium. So how does going around murdering Sensoriums create a balanced future for both of them? That's the bit I'm really struggling to wrap my head around. Unless it is like Will says, and there is far more Sensoriums than there are not. And they think they're rebalancing things by killing any that they find. I don't know. Obviously, I am quite confused at the moment, and that's fine, because we are only on episode 5. But if there is something very obvious that I have missed, which I should have picked up in this episode, then please do let me know in the comments below. Obviously, just being mindful of anything spoilery. Like, if I'm not supposed to know stuff now, and that's going to be revealed later, then that's absolutely fine. I don't want to know. But, like I said, if there's stuff that I should have picked up in this episode, and I'm not going to hear about it later, then yeah, do let me know. I am being very careful about reading comments at the moment as well, because yeah, I'm very close to the end and I don't want to get spoiled. I'm hoping to get the rest of season 2 finished in the next week or two, so I will actually start being able to read comments nicely without the risk of spoilers, so that would be good. But on that note, I think I am going to wrap this up. So as always, if you've enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.